Hey, yo, what's the deal? That's your boy Tag from Pro Wrestling Tag. You know what I'm saying? As of this record, it is 7:50 p.m. You know what I mean? January 28th, 2025. You know what I mean? Right now, I'm just walking. I'm walking outside. Walking outside both Fort Greene and Clinton Hill, nigga. You know what I mean? Like, they're both connected. You know what I mean? They're both like peanut butter and jelly, nigga. You know what I'm saying? There's a place where people are scared to come to. I'm a Brooklynite. You know what I mean? So it's the tough of the toughs. You know? But that's neither here nor there. So, today I put up a video. Not a video, no. I put up a post that I wanted to make a video on because I want to explain something to y'all, okay? Now, hold on, let me see. Okay, I want to explain something to you guys. All right? And it's about one phenomenal AJ Styles, okay? AJ Styles is hands down one of the greatest wrestlers of all time, in the last 20 years, right? The resume that he has, like the 20 plus years, the resume that he has put, on this business is beyond impeccable. And I put up a tweet that I know, it will sting people because it's true. AJ Styles is so fucking good, and he was so ahead of his time. And I know this would be, this would be the type of video that I would do for like my, wrestlers that was far ahead of their time. But AJ Styles is still an active competitor. So AJ is so great. You know what I mean? Like, not only you got people who emulate his style, but the way how he how he delivers moves and the stuff that he can do in that ring is second to fucking none, right? And I said there will never be another. I said two things. 2014 through 2016 AJ Styles. If you pluck him from that period into today's independent wrestling scene, I think the impact would be more high. It'll be more high for AJ. And I think, he's so good. AJ is so fucking great that, you can pluck him legit in any era, even any future era, and he still would be just as fucking great as he would be at that era than like how he was currently. From 2014 to 2016. The reason why I say 2014 and 2016 is because that was when he left TNA. And, and here's the thing about that. AJ Styles left TNA as the best wrestler in the fucking game in ring. Bar fucking none. Without a shadow of a doubt. Remember, WWE wasn't interested at the time. They were not interested in AJ Styles at that time. And so what happened was, and this is a rare occurrence where this man he left a promotion that, number one, kind of, it was a big promotion that was, that you could say was the alternative to WWE, right? This man left, and he was the best wrestler in the fucking, not only in that promotion, but one of the top pro wrestlers in the fucking world at that time. I say top 3 at that time, right? In ring and the shit that he can do, forget about it. He leaves and he goes to, and this will never happen again, ever. He goes to New Japan Pro Wrestling, right? He goes to New Japan Pro Wrestling as, being one of the best wrestlers in the world, right? In the top storyline in the industry, right? Not in the industry, but, on the indies and in Japan, right? As the leader of the Bullet Club. And then he winds up winning the IWGP Championship, right? Because he was that fucking good. And then on top of that, he also did Ring of Honor dates, right? He went back to Ring of Honor and was kicking ass there, right? And again, he also did indies and he was kicking ass. To me, out of all the wrestlers that we've seen, right, throughout the years, AJ Styles might have to be, and I think people are going to probably argue with me on this. After he left TNA, he became the most highly sorted pro wrestler, in the indies, because they know how fucking great AJ Styles was. They know how great he was, and you will never see a wrestler like that ever again, where they leave, a certain company, a certain big company, and go to New Japan Pro Wrestling and become the IWGP champion, bam, in very, very short time. And then on top of that, you will also never see a wrestler like this ever again in the same line where he signs with WWE, with the resume they have in New Japan Pro Wrestling and in Ring of Honor, but mostly it's New Japan Pro Wrestling work, and go straight to the main roster and wins the WWE Championship before the fucking calendar year ends. You will never, ever in your fucking life see another wrestler like AJ Styles ever the fuck again. I'm sorry, but the body of work that man had carried, within the last 2 decades, it's undisputable. It's beyond undisputable. Like, you can't, not even Cody Rhodes did this. And yes, Cody Rhodes did take another route. Yes, but you could put both of them in the same vein. I would put both AJ and Cody in the same vein, but I think with AJ, it was a little bit more, the mountain was a little bit more high because he came from TNA, already a good wrestler. And when you go to New Japan Pro Wrestling, he became an even better wrestler, right? Where he also built character. I think the Bullet Club helped him out in ways where it was needed. It clearly was fucking needed. It was needed because, it gave AJ an edge. You know what I mean? It gave AJ Styles an edge that he desperately needed. And again, he was already putting, great fucking matches and great matchups and such, to the point where you had no choice but to give him the world championship. And that's the other thing with AJ during that time, right? Throughout 2014 and 2016, you wouldn't have no choice but to give that man the championship. I would take that AJ and put him in today's climate, and he will still be as dominant as ever before, because he sticks out. The man will stick out like a sore fucking thumb. You know what I mean? And it's crazy when you think about that, right? And I think with today's climax, I think WWE would sign him still, and the shit that he would have would be fucking, the matches he would have would be fucking amazing. You will never see that again in pro wrestling. I mean, it could have been Ricochet, but Ricochet fucked that up, and again, it's hard to argue with AJ. It really, really is hard to argue with that settlement. Again, you will never see that again ever in your life in pro wrestling. An indie guy who, he was beyond, an indie guy with the body of work he was doing. He was that fucking great. Not even good. Fuck good. He was that fucking great with what he was doing. You pluck him into today's indie wrestling climate and forget about it. He'd be even more dominant. Even more fucking dominant than ever before. Because there are things that he can do that you still have motherfuckers, who can't do that shit, that you can't do the shit that he does. Bar none. Bar fucking none. I mean, it's too hard to dispute that. And again, you put him in this climate in New Japan Pro Wrestling and forget about it. Forget about it. He will still be as dominant as he was at that time. That's how great AJ Styles was. That's how great AJ Styles is. You will never in your life see that again. Ever. I'm sorry. If y'all want to dispute that, go right ahead. But AJ Styles from 2014 and 2016 is better than any fucking indie wrestler that you can name right fucking now as we speak. I would take that version of AJ over any fucking indie wrestler that you have right now. Bar none. Sorry to burst your bubble, but it's true. I'm about to be out, guys, you know what I mean? Because I'm about to go home and watch NXT. You know what I mean? So I'm going to definitely holler at you. This video is going to go up about 10:30, 11 o'clock. All right?